This time on the AutoEdits Jeep Adventure, I hop in the Jeep and drive from California to Colorado. And meet up with my good friends from Powerstop Brakes to experience the Gridlife Alpine Horizon Festival at Pikes Peak International Raceway. There, we'll check out this one-of-a-kind event, catch some drifting, and hit the trails to find out how the new Jeep upgrades hold up. Buckle in for a bumpy ride.
That didn't feel that good. Let it go. Drive out of it. Yep.
Howdy guys, Jason Lewis here, and today on AutoEdits, we're at Pikes Peak International Raceway for the Gridlife Alpine Horizon event. And I was invited here by that guy, my buddy Chris, you know him from Powerstop Brakes. And today is the first day of the event. We're setting up here because Chris is kind of leading the charge on the off-road, the new off-road leg of the Gridlife events. Now, I'm gonna bring you in for a little bit of the sights and sounds of Gridlife later. It's gonna blow your mind. It's an amazing event. Drifting, racing, live music, just all kinds of radness happens in there. It's awesome. I'm an old guy and I love it, but what it does is it gets all the young people into car culture and stuff, so it's an amazing scene. So right here, we got the Jeep, the AutoEdits Jeep with the new CoreDoors. Loving them. Drove from LA to Colorado, the things did great. So here's the quick setup that we're gonna run today on the trail. Now with the CoreDoors, as you know, for the highway, what I did, because it was just a long 16-hour grueling drive, I had the twill uppers in and everything in. Now today for the drive, I'm going to run just the CoreDoor. I have the panels out in the front, so you can see all of my goodness here, and the uppers off, and then I have the uppers off in the back, but I'm gonna leave the panels on back here just because the camera gear is gonna live back here. The Milestar tires got me 18 miles to the gallon from LA to here as my overall. By the time I got here, it was at 18, hovered at 15, 16, doing all the climbing. We're at big altitude here. I put a 6-ounce glass bead in there, as you guys know. I'm gonna probably add one more bag of that, so another 6 ounces will be perfect, because up to 80 miles an hour is pretty good. After 80 miles an hour, probably shouldn't be going that, but then it starts to get a little vibration. Wheels are great. Today we're gonna find out what rubs, how everything works, but here we are, we're lining up. Got a rad 4Runner here. It's gonna be fun, so come along for a little trail ride.
So we loaded up and hit the road. Riding shotgun with me is Powerstop camera dude Dave, and in the backseat is still photog Matt. We are running tail gunner in the group, and at this point, I'm really looking forward to a nice scenic shakedown run for the Jeep.
According to that sign, we're in the Garden of the Gods, and this is a bit of a hello, welcome to Colorado moment. I drove into Colorado, so it was obvious I was here, but this is the first real red rock, beautiful forest sign. Hey guys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is good. We were climbing up this very first hill here and got word that the Grand Cherokee here was overheating. So we gathered up, we're checking it out, and we think the suspect is a dragging brake rotor on the front passenger side. So we're taking it apart. We got Chris over there leading the charge on the disassembly, and we're gonna just do a quick rebuild and just see if it's the dowel pins, we can get it to release, because you just touch the brake seized. That thing was so hot when we took it off. So we'll get this back on, part of wheeling.
The anatomy here is you've got your pin boot, and this is a pin bushing. This is what keeps it tight in there. This one is still in there, so I'll probably have to use my pocket knife to get it out. I'm gonna go ahead and remove both pin bushings. It might be a little rattly, but it's gonna be safer than it locking up on you.
Okay.
Getting the broken rig back on the trail didn't take very long, and it was nice to get moving again. Chris stretched the legs on his TJ a bit on this little option. So I thought, why should he have all the fun, and ran my Jeep up. This would be my first chance to do any articulation, so I was just listening for any rubbing with the new larger tires, since I haven't had any time to tune the suspension before this trip. All seemed pretty good, so the group kept on moving up the dirt road.
right, so this is me and the boys running some trails up here in Colorado. I got my dust mask on that I got as a freebie at the Mint 400. Is that what? Yep, this one says. How's your dust masks, guys?
It's fantastic.
Great. Going great.
We're real Jeepers now. We got no windows and open doors and stuff. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's pretty though, yeah?
Oh yeah, very.
So that was lesson 1 of running half doors at the tail end of a trail run. You're gonna eat some dust. The next lesson happened after tiptoeing a few more miles through the forest.
All right, it's kind of a Haley rain thing happening right now. This is the first time that the Jeep's experiencing this with the doors off. I have a Jeep with carpet in here, so that was my biggest concern, but thus is life. Here we go.
Then it was time for another quick wrenching session, and we got to use my fancy ARB high lift jack in the wild.
No idea. Got a little wobble in this corner. So, oh, that one was not tight.
Chris had just installed some new wheel spacers, and a few of the lug nuts loosened up on this first run. So he buzzed those tight, and back into the forest we went for a bit more sightseeing. This was a diverse group with mostly off-road beginners, so keeping it easy was the name of the game here.
And remember, enjoy your drive.
There you go. That's my line. Good job, guys.
Once we finished the Garden of the Gods loop, we knocked the dust off as best we could, and the caravan headed back to the track to catch some of the nightlife action.
Back at Pikes Peak International Raceway, where the Gridlife Alpine Horizon event is actually happening. And it's a really neat thing. I really wanted to share this with you guys last year when I went to one of the events in Gingerman Raceway in Michigan. And it's just a really great event.
What you get at a Gridlife Festival is a unique mashup of automotive lifestyle and motorsports cultures with festival-style live music and crazy nightlife. The vibe at the events is predominantly young and overwhelmingly positive. I really dig seeing the passion for the automotive lifestyle alive and well. There's something for everyone here. Several forms of motorsports, from time attack and high-performance driving classes to full-on multi-class wheel-to-wheel racing. Mega cool lounges for partying and playing. Plus, the drifting exhibitions.
When you see people line up against the track like that, the drifters are about to go get rad. So that's what's happening right now. So let's go get a few shots of some drifting.
Since I'm here with my friends from Powerstop Brakes, I was lucky to hang in their pits with pro drifter Ryan Litteral and watch as his tight-knit crew thrashed on his exhibition car to get it on the track. Let's hop on board for a quick lap and watch the chaos. And that is the extremely quick version of a Gridlife Festival event. Do I recommend you experience one? Absolutely. But I drove my Jeep out to Colorado for more than just a cool party.
Okay guys, here's something a little crazy that's happening right now. Yeah, no big deal, just JTP sitting in the passenger seat of the Jeep.
Yeah, we're going to wheel it.
Yeah, we're gonna go wheel it. I'm peeing my pants a little bit.
time to put the Jeep to work on a serious trail, and Powerstop Chris decided to make it a bit more interesting by inviting Ryan Litteral to ride with him in his TJ-shaped rock basher.
Just go around that way so you can stay away from this.
And yeah, that's professional driver Justin Pawlak riding shotgun and Ryan's fiancée Phoenix along for an entertaining ride in my Jeep.
All right, so the trail is called Independence here in Penrose, Colorado. Just put it into four-wheel drive, see what happens.
Turns out Justin is really into the off-road scene and not only has amazing skills behind the wheel and as a builder, but he was incredibly good at spotting me through some of these tricky obstacles.
Don't follow me.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Straighten out. Just go slow.
All right, so the fun line is to just huck it off this little ledge here. Locked up.
Go slow. Let it go. Drive out of it. Yep. Go slow, go slow, go slow. You're gonna be on your bumper. Hold on. Go slow. Drive out of it.
Oh, okay, it's almost fun. Almost.
You're having a blast.
You got this.
I'm nervous, this is exciting.
Oh my God.
Stay driver.
That didn't feel that good.
That's great.
Look awesome.
That felt
Phoenix in the back.
But that was okay. It felt like it was gonna just flop
Oh
over.
no.
No.
No,
you
there
weren't
was.
even close.
You were when it did
was
that. You were so close to this front or this other tire coming down to balance it that it was like an inch of difference. So it was gonna be whoop whoop.
Like rock crawling is like the technical aspect of it. It's, you really have to be mindful of tire placement and that sort of thing. It's slow, methodical. Drifting, you have to be really close, like technical on like bumper placement, like towards a zone or a clipping point or like a wall or whatever. But honestly, like what really helps me out is I got a couple axial like RC crawlers, and just doing like RC crawling lines is what really helps with like picking the right line and that sort of stuff. I'm definitely gonna have to go and spot you.
Oh my God, yeah, I'm gonna go look at this because it looks like...
Dude, the thing is you got a long wheelbase,
Yeah.
so you're gonna be real like stable.
Should I take that? Let's go.
Let me see. I'll just work you through. You just stay here.
Oh.
Surprise.
You're surprised. I like that.
Oh my God.
Stay passenger.
Good. You'll be fine.
There you go.
Oh, no,
Straighten
you
out.
got it.
That was your fender.
Am I okay?
All right, now driver. Straight.
Right here?
Little bit past you. There it is. You're fine. Roll forward. Now,
Passenger?
driver.
No, stay, yeah, right there.
There you go.
Go straight. Get up crawl.
Oh my God.
Why are you shaking?
Manualed your way through there. Sure did. Stick shift. Dude.
It felt like the Jeep folded in like half a few times
It
through
only did
there.
it once.
Justin, thank you.
Yeah, dude.
Chris, thank you. Not gonna lie, I didn't like that at first. I was scared. Come on. Not, you know what? This channel is about. I'm not going to pretend to be that guy. You know, like, oh yeah, I'm meathead rock crawler guy. I do what I do. Look, I'm not that guy. I was scared. I'm gonna just tell you straight up. I've trusted the boys. Had some talented guys. Chris has got me through some stuff. Adding to the mix, Justin, and wow, just did some stuff that I feel real good about. So I guess that's why we do this. Jeep's doing okay so far. Heard some rubbing, heard some scraping. Gonna definitely have to do some tweaking and tuning on the new setup, but so far so good. We're gonna keep running.
Right there. Straight. Straight. Try to go right there. Go right there, and then put your tire up on that rock, that big rock.
Seriously?
Yep.
Yeah. There?
I'm telling you.
Yeah. You sure?
Have I failed you yet?
No, but
Right there, straight.
Justin!
Hell yeah, that was a great line, Justin. I like that.
What a great way to end the Jeep End in Colorado. I would say adios to my friends and head on back to California in the AutoEdits Jeep. I found myself running with the windows out for hundreds of miles on the way home, appreciating the beautiful scenery and remembering all the things that made this a fantastic trip. Lots of Jeep upgrade videos to come, so make sure you're subscribed to AutoEdits, and until next time, you know the drill. Enjoy your drive.